Hey there, meteorologist Paige Noel here, giving you an update on our WVLT First Alert Weather Day, which really begins just in a couple of hours. We're going to break down the timing, the impacts, the gusty winds, the hail potential, the tornado potential as well. This is definitely an evening you want to be weather aware and have that WVLT First Alert Weather app handy. And of course, when storms get bad, we will be on WVLT News as well. Let's get into it. I'm sure a lot of you have questions as well. So First Alert Weather Day does begin as we head towards this evening. Here's kind of what you need to know, just a very snapshot. Timing is later this evening, starting between 5 and about 9 to 10 o'clock tonight. The threats, gusty to severe storms. Those risk, damaging wind gust is a big risk. Hail also a risk. There is a tornado risk. It's a little bit on that lower end, but there is a risk for at least some tornado warnings. Few tornadoes are possible. We don't ever want to scare you. We just want to inform you as we head throughout the night tonight. So here's a look at that radar and cloud track as of right now. So we are starting to see some storms popping off in Nashville. None of those are on that severe side yet. So usually when we have these types of systems, we'll see those strong to severe thunderstorms towards Nashville, towards Middle Tennessee. They'll move into the plateau, still be strong, and then kind of die down as they push into the valley. This system's very different, where we're going to actually see these storms intensify as they come off of the plateau and ride over the valley. So if you're a weather nerd, you keep up with the weather pattern here in East Tennessee, this system is going to be a little bit different. Zooming in right now, you can see kind of lots of lightning associated with some of these storms that are popping off into Nashville, and even that one just ahead of Nashville towards the plateau. So we'll watch that round as it pushes into our area, as in Fentress into Cumberland County. I would say in the next really about hour or so. I don't think we see those storms really pushing until about 4:30 towards 5 o'clock. But here's a look at that live radar right now. Some storms towards Nashville. None of those on that strong to severe side as of now. There is some frequent lightning there actually right along that Tennessee-Kentucky border just south of Bowling Green. Here's a look at our current conditions right now. We had a lot of cloud cover earlier. Now we're seeing that break in sunshine, or the break in the clouds. So seeing lots of that sunshine, which will help fuel those storms, especially down into parts of the Southern Valley. Temperatures warming up as well. So we're already at 78 in Knoxville to 79 Maryville, 75 Tellico Plains to Athens. So those warmer temperatures right there in kind of those cities that I just hinted at, where you guys are very warm, definitely the best risk of seeing those severe storms as we head towards those evening hours. Here's a look at those wind gusts right now. They're not too bad, but we are going to see those gusty winds within those severe storms as we head into the night tonight. So winds gusting right now, 25 Madisonville to 29 in Knoxville, 20 there in Crossville. So we're going to continue to watch those gusts. Like I said, damaging wind gusts is a really big concern with this line of storms moving in as we head into tonight. But I think we'll see some of those severe gusts actually within those severe thunderstorms a little bit later. As we go ahead and move forward here, here's a look at the Spc Outlook. This has changed. It changed like right at noon, so it's tightened up that enhanced risk. Remember, that enhanced risk is a 3 out of 5 on that severe weather scale. This is the area that is greatest chance for severe weather this evening. That includes Knox County, Roane, Loudoun, McMinn, Monroe, Blount, Sevier, Anderson, Union, even parts of Granger County there into parts of Jefferson County. But really, I think that Knox to Blount to McMinn, Monroe, Loudoun, and Roane County area of pretty great concern. Cumberland, you guys were in that enhanced risk. Now you're in that slight risk, but still, if you're in that slight risk, you still have a chance for seeing those strong to severe thunderstorms a little bit more isolated, while that enhanced risk is a better chance of seeing those severe thunderstorms. Just kind of wanted to break that down. Here's a quick look at when the storms arrive. So really between 5 and 7 there, plateau, southeastern Kentucky Valley into Southern Valley closer to about 7 and 9. And then that 9 to about 11, 10 to 11 there for the mountains, our far eastern county, more towards kind of Cocke and Greene County there, heading into a little bit later. But that's also when those storms are going to start to die too. I would say right around that 9 to 10 o'clock time frame. Let's get into your future cast here. Let's break this down hour by hour for you. So by 5 o'clock, already starting to see storms on the plateau there into parts of Cumberland, Morgan, Fentress County. That's going to continue as we head into the next couple of hours. These storms could definitely be on that stronger side there. Then by 5:30, you'll notice more storms pushing in behind that, but then these storms are starting to quickly move into parts of Campbell County and then into parts of Anderson County as well. This showing closer to about 6 p.m. Still seeing that line slowly pushing into parts of the valley. It's really right between that 6:30, 7 o'clock is when we're starting to see those storms push into the southern valley and become a little bit on the stronger side. So you can see those storms pushing into Roane County there right around 6:30. By 7, parts of West Knox, then starting to move into Loudon, McMinn, and in towards Monroe between that 7 and 8 o'clock time frame. I think between that 6:30 to about 8:30 time frame when we could see those storms really kind of popping off into parts of the valley and into the southern valley there, even an isolated stronger storm right along that Campbell to Anderson and Union County there. And then even by 7:30, see that stronger storms still McMinn to parts of Monroe, kind of northern Monroe, just north of Madisonville there, and then pushing into Loudon and starting to push into Blount County there 7:30 to about 8 o'clock. So that storm, the line of storms really pushing into Blount right around 8 o'clock. And then into parts of Knox County, getting into the middle of Knox, kind of downtown Knox, southern Knox County. They're close to 8 and even pushing to far eastern Knox County there right around 8 o'clock as well. Storms continue to push through Maryville into parts of Blount County, 8:30. Then that's when those storms start to push into parts of Sevier County. You can see closer to kind of that northern Sevier County, moving out of Knoxville there, 8:30. And then this showing by 9:30. Storms still into parts of Blount, starting to push towards the mountains, Gatlinburg there. Storms then pushing to Jefferson, closer to Morristown, into parts of Newport. But I think we'll start to see those storms dying down between that 9:30 and 10 o'clock time frame. Few isolated rumbles of thunder, of course, but I'm saying that severe threat looks to die down between that 9 and 10 o'clock as those storms push over the mountains there. And then we're going to let that first alert go, I would say closer to about 11. I think we'll have the red banner on here right at 10, but I still think we're going to start to see those storms slowly die, slowly push out of here. And then there's those rain showers, few rumbles of thunder lingering as we head into tonight. And then we could still hear some rumbles of thunder overnight, but that severe risk definitely looking to die down there, especially by midnight. Here's a look at how much rain we're going to see. It's going to depend on if you get one of those severe storms to really pop up over your area. Heaviest band shows right there, kind of that Loudon to Monroe, then to Blount. So even that Sweetwater to Townsend getting almost an inch, maybe an inch and a half. It could be if you get one of those stronger storms over your area. And then into parts of Knoxville. So I'm kind of highlighting that area. I've been talking about a lot of counties here, but that area for sure, from Knox to Loudon to McMinn, Monroe, Blount, Sevier, definitely dealing with the heaviest of that rain. Here's a look at those future gusts as we head into the next couple of hours. So widespread gust about 30 miles per hour, but within those thunderstorms, of course, you can get those gusts 40, 50 to 60 miles per hour within those strong to severe thunderstorms. Even by 10 o'clock, still seeing those gusty conditions as this cold front continues to push through, and then those winds dying down as we head a little bit later into tonight. Let's go over those risks. Again, here's a look at the SPC Outlook. High wind is definitely our main concern with this. We've been talking about that. Flooding threat does look to be on that lower end. We have been pretty dry out there. Isolated flash flooding, very, very isolated creeks and streams if you get one of those really strong storms to set up over your area. That hail threat, tornado threat, a little bit on that lower end, but it's definitely still there. Could see some damaging hail. We could see tornado. We could at least get a couple tornado warnings. That is definitely possible with this system. Again, we never want to scare you. Always want to prepare you and make sure you have a plan as we head into tonight. So I actually want to hit on what's the difference between a watch and a warning. We don't have any of these right now, but I think we could definitely see a watch. So a watch indicates that there is a risk for some hazardous weather. There is a risk for some stronger storms. So this means have a plan in case that storm does threaten. We could see some type of watch come out here in the next couple of hours. And then a warning means that it is happening right now. You want to take action now, that there is a storm in your area. And if you have that WVLT First Alert Weather app, it actually tells you whether you're in a watch and a warning, tells you when rain's in the area. Heavy rain also tells you when lightning is in the area. So it's a great tool to have, especially heading into tonight. If you are watching this on your phone right now, make sure you have your phone just charged as well in case you do lose power. So then you have a way to get some of those watches and warnings. But if you have the WVLT First Alert Weather app on your phone, you can then download it, and it'll tell you when things, when storms are in your area. Here's a look at that tornado safety. So know where you go before the warning. Just always good to have a plan in place. I actually just went over this with my fiance right before I left to come here. So you want to go into the most interior room of your house. Typically the bottom floor, so if you have 2 floors, you want to be on that lowest floor. But the closet, the hallway, stairs, bathroom, those are the best places to be. You want to avoid windows, doors, outside walls, and cover yourself with a blanket or mattress for protection. And again, the basement is definitely the best place if you have one. The safest place to be is in the basement. Garage, not good. You don't want to be near any exterior walls. Definitely don't want to be outside, so stay inside and stay safe. Ben made this really handy graphic for us as well. Here's when the strong storms are expected to end. We always talk about here they are, here they are, here they are, but when am I okay? So basically, Venturous to Cumberland County, you guys are okay about after 6 o'clock. See where that yellow is? That is parts of Loudoun into Roane County, parts of Morgan County, Campbell, up towards parts of southeastern Kentucky like Whitley, and then into parts of Bell County. That's about after 8 o'clock. About right around 8 o'clock, you should see those severe storms pushing out of that area. And even parts of Knox County, but most of Knox County, it's going to be closer to about after 9 p.m. That includes Blount County, most of Monroe, most of Sevier County as well. And then that pushing up into Union, into parts of Hamlin County there, Jefferson County as well. So that is Granger County, and then up towards Harlan County into parts of southeast Kentucky after 9 o'clock. You guys look good. And then into more green, Cock, kind of the mountains of Sevier County. You guys are good after about 10 o'clock. Of course, this is all Eastern time as well. So I wanted to see if I could answer any questions that y'all may have. Hopefully I've called out a lot of areas to tell you, where the stronger storms are going to be. And then this map is really good to tell you when those stronger storms are expected to end here. A lot of people are asking about the tornado risk, so I'm going to go back to my risks map and show you that. Here is the severe storm risk. So you see where that enhanced risk is? And once again, I'll call out these counties. So if you're in this county, an enhanced risk, you have the best chance of seeing those strong to severe thunderstorms. So that includes all of Knox County, Anderson, most of Union County, Roane County, Loudoun County, McMinn, Monroe, Blount, Sevier, and then parts of Granger, parts of Jefferson County as well. So that's everyone that's in that enhanced risk, the best chance for the strong to severe thunderstorms. The rest of us are in that slight risk. Still a chance of seeing those strong to severe thunderstorms, but those counties I called out have the best chance of seeing those strong to severe thunderstorms. Someone asked about Southwest Virginia. You guys are in that slight risk. I think that's the greatest risk. Definitely stay southwest of you. I know I haven't called out Virginia at all, so wanted to say that. There's definitely no need to be nervous or scared. It's always better to just be prepared. So that's why we are here, and we are trying to get you prepared, calling out some areas. Once again, just have that WVLT First Alert weather app handy. It is very good to have as we head into really the next couple of hours. Once again, that timing is really between 5 and about 10 o'clock, and then the strongest storms popping up over parts of the valley between that 7 and 9 o'clock time frame. So just have that WVLT First Alert weather app handy as we head throughout the night tonight. Turn on WVLT. Ben and I are going to be providing you updates starting at 4 until about 6:30, and if we feel like we need to come on, cut into programming on WVLT, we will do that as well after 6:30. But yeah, we are going to go finish getting ready for the 4 o'clock, have the latest for you guys. Like I said, if you ever have any questions, feel free to message us on Facebook. We will try to answer those. But we're going to finish up our forecast, and then we will see you on WVLT. We're actually on the CW at 4, and then starting on VLT at 5 until 6:30, and we will break into coverage if we need to after 6:30 as well.